It's hard. I think that's 100% the strat, though. I just gotta be, like, patient, I guess. Okay. Shaika, get back out here. Woo! Really? Let's go. Nice. All right. We did the thing. Good lord, that's tough. I think we keep stockpiling our style points. That's why that fight felt really hard too, is because we haven't invested in anything else. Because we're saving our style points for future styles that are better. I mean, I could increase the chi damage. It's probably not a bad idea because I be using it a lot. I think it's actually good for us to go ahead and dump into it. We'll have enough for future styles. Down the line, at least. Would have been useful in that fight, but it's fine. It's fine. We're probably really strong now. I'm not sure how this plays out up here. I don't remember either. I don't know if there's a big fight or what happens. Exactly. Oh god. Okay, elephant's good. Oh, she's wearing clothes. That's nice. You have come, following the path I laid down for you. But now you have reached the fork and must make your own decisions. I will try to help you in this.
You should ready yourself, mistress. I do not trust them.
I mean you no harm. You are quick to turn away potential allies, Shining Tusk. We know our enemy. This one may yet prove to be a friend.
Even with the Heavenly Gate Guardian here, I do not know that we can afford trust.
From what I sensed in the forest, you are right to be cautious.
I am not the only one, Guardian. You have much to contend with, it seems.
What is he talking about, Chaika?
The Guardian doesn't have anything else to say. You should talk to the fox and not worry about us. We're fine.
You have just met my guardian, Shining Tusk. He is slow to trust and quick to anger, but he will not harm you, not without cause. I am the forest's shadow. I will help you understand the significance of what happens in my forest, and then I shall be most intrigued to see which fork you choose to take. What fork are you talking about? I'm more of a spoon guy. You were attacked at the bridge by a mad fox spirit. The spirit tried to kill you, yet you fought her off. You survived because I had no intention of harming you. Think about what you have seen at the end. Now remember what happened at the bridge. There was purpose in the attack. The man at the bridge was one of the cannibals. Were you trying to warn me? The attack at the bridge served two purposes. First, it made you unsure. Your mind was uncertain and thus sharper. Your search for answers revealed the cannibals to you. Second, the attack made sure you would be standing here before me. Revenge, anger, confusion, compassion, whatever your motivation, you could not help but chase me down. How could you be certain I'd come here? You know the water dragon is missing, and that your world fills with the spirits of the dead. But this forest has illustrated what that really means. The Mother's awakening in here spreading corruption is just a beginning. One of many that will happen all over your empire. Do not want to see the end. You must restore the water dragon. Since you entered my forest, spirit monk, I have felt the presence of your mistress. The water dragon's touch is upon you, and it is recent. I've been having visions of a spirit in blue. Could that be her? A woman in blue. She would often appear in such a guise, yes. The form of a celestial dragon can be intimidating, especially. Whoop.
Even here, so weak. The waters cannot bleed forever. Nothing is without end. Not even this world. Not when my power rests in the hands of mortals.
Are you the spirit of the water dragon?
Names are fleeting, given so your kind can point and say, "That is mine." All words, names, history, dreams, they die on your lips. What remains after that is beyond you, or is meant to be. Not everything can be owned, not without price. You will pay a debt earned by another. I lack the strength to help you. You cannot avoid your fate. When someone steps beyond their station, others must fall to fill the gap.
Who has stepped beyond their station? Me?
You are in your station. You are where you should be. He is counting on that. If you fail in your destiny, your true enemy falls with you. And if he falls, so do we all. You must win. But in doing so, you will lose. It is a painful circle that must be allowed to close. You do not truly have a choice until you confront what comes after. You will be free to act, but there is a cost.
She is still alive, but in great pain. I knew it. Dead gods grant no miracles, and no emperor can summon endless water. You are the one the water dragon has chosen to restore the balance. Spirit monk, your mistress calls on you. Now that I am sure of your role in things, it is all the more vital you choose which fork in the road you will take. Why me? Why doesn't she ask you for help? Yo, pilot. I could not see or hear her, human. Only you seemed close enough to pick the whispers from the air. All I could catch was a scent, but it was one I knew well. I know what you must do now. You need to make your way to the Imperial City, and I know Lord Yun holds a wind map you must have. He will only be satisfied if you cure the forest as he understands it. And so the choice, will you attempt to destroy me and tell Yun that I was behind the corruption of this land? Or will you brave the more dangerous road and face the mother? Why don't you just destroy the mother yourself? Had I acted sooner, I would have been able to crush her easily, but she is insidious. Her corruption sped slowly until it suddenly erupted like a fungal bloom.
That beast should never have woken up.
Now the forest is in a delicate balance. She is not yet strong enough to destroy me, but I find myself in the same situation. You could tip that balance. Would you just tell Yun to give me the wind map? And leave my force sickened and twisted. In you, I have the chance to enlist the aid of one human who might be able to tip the scales. I would rather die than give up this opportunity, which I'm sure you're thinking is exactly the issue at hand. You seem awfully calm about what could be your impending death. I do not think you will win, human. I am not as strong as I was, but I am still more than your match. I also know that decisions made by you could have sweeping effects. If you're the type who would attempt to destroy me out of convenience, or just sheer malice, I have no choice but to stop you here and now. I've made my decision. I'm all ears, human. It's true. She is. The mother must be destroyed. How can I find her? There are caves beneath the Pilgrim's Rest. They are infested with cannibals, and the creatures work tirelessly to free their mistress. For all their diggings, they will not completely free her until I am destroyed, or until I release her, and that is exactly what I plan to do. You must go to the Pilgrim's Rest. I will release the seal on the door beneath the inn so that you may enter her lair. What will I face there? You've already seen the corruption firsthand. There will be many more of her children below, closer to her lair. Where's the entrance? Inside that place at the back, you will find a lift descends to what was once a storage area. Once I release the seal on the mother's trap, many more caves will open. Her followers have been most prodigious in their works to free her. The hill is riddled with caves and tunnels that connect to the old mine workings at the hill's base. That's all I need to know to face her. Once the seal is broken, I will not be able to close it again. You must not fail. You will find a way to defeat the mother, and you will survive. You must. I will find you after she is dead. I'm gonna ask more about you in this forest before I go. Neither of us have time to waste, but there is time to talk. Can I ask you some things about fox spirits? If you're thinking to learn our tricks, you will be disappointed. I'll happily tell you more of my kind if you wish, though. I keep hearing about the fox's tricks. Can you give me an example? Suppose you were a young noble who just inherited a fortune. One of my kind might approach you as a wizened sage and ask you for aid in studying an ancient artifact. Your response would determine the reaction. What if I offered as much money as the sage needed? You might expect this generosity to be rewarded, but many who think they are dealing with the fox take exactly this approach. They are fools. To give without temperance encourages charlatans, liars, and thieves. Had you given that offer to me, I would have taken all you had to teach you a lesson. The fox has a nose for people's character, and we judge for their intentions as much as their actions. Are most of your kind tied to nature in some way? No, unlike many of my young sisters, I am anchored to this place, more free to act upon your world than most spirits because of my connection to the trees. The mother is the dark balance to my lighter influence. You will find that most anchors are like that. The heavens maintain balance in all things. Wildflower is an anchor for the Guardian. Does he have a dark counterpart too? As I said, it is often the way. I should say no more on the subject. Perhaps you should ask your companion if you truly must know. Are fox spirits good or evil? It likely depends on what a fox has done to you. How easy to paint the persecutor as evil and the benefactor as good. So long as we stay in our place, we foxes are merely servants of heaven. We fill a role few would envy. What about those who don't stay in their place? Every class of spirit or demon is ordered by the celestial bureaucracy. We have our roles and powers, but we also have desires and personalities. Some rebel against the will of heaven itself and follow their own hearts. Not all of those who do so are evil as you define it, but they are certainly defiant. Let's change the subject. Tell me about the history of your struggle with the mother. A most ancient tale, the one long forgotten by your kind. The mother tried to corrupt this forest once before and failed, leaving herself weakened. How did you become involved? As you may know, when a spirit is anchored to a place or person, there is often a balance. The highest powers of heaven enjoy nothing more than the struggle that ensues. The mother is my counterpart. As a fox, I test the spirit of humanity, and what I would test, the mother corrupts. How did the mother first try to corrupt the forest? It was much the same as now. Dark promises of power were whispered in the minds of impressionable men who eventually became her cannibal servitors. As her power grew and more of your kind fell under her sway, the forest twisted and blackened. I found her by destroying her followers and closing the path into the forest. It was not enough. As the trees twisted, I grew weaker, and I realized that I could not win the day. The forest could not be saved. How did you eventually trap her? The only way to regain control of the forest was to lose control. I had been fighting the mother's magic with my own, but I realized almost too late that I could not defeat her that way. Instead, words became my weapon. Many kingdoms claimed portions of this forest for their own, and I visited each under the guise of a mysterious crone. To each king I spoke of the plans of the others to destroy the blighted forest with the fire. That fire, said I, would spread to any kingdom that was not prepared. Were any of the kings actually planning such a thing? None of the kings ever intended to destroy the forest, thinking that somehow the disease would pass and the resources could be salvaged. Hearing that their peers were prepared to unleash a firestorm upon them, however, made each king prepare a small retaliation. It was only a matter of days before each king enacted what they thought was a preemptive strike. With fire breaks dug and their kingdom safe, fire broke out on every border of the woods. What happened to the forest? With nowhere to turn but inward, the fire soon burned to the heart of the forest. The mother, who had invested so much of her strength to the trees, was crippled. I too was diminished, but like the easily fooled kings, I was prepared for the flames. Weakened, the mother fell into a torpor, and I worked tirelessly to help the forest regrow. It was a victory through sacrifice, but the forest regrew stronger than ever before. How did the mother first try to corrupt the forest? It was much the same as now. Yeah. Let's move on to something else. Tell me more about Shining Tusk. Shining Tusk has been with me for centuries. He is my guardian and my friend. Why is he so surly?
Humans expect all Celestials to be like their flighty foxes, it seems.
Giga Chad. Yo, Ares. Elephant demons are not noted for their humor. Shining Tusk is one of the most light-hearted of his kind. Be glad you did not meet him several centuries ago.
Woe betide anyone who called me surly back then. The Forest Shadow's brethren have worn away some of my stern nature.
How is it that you have a guardian? The politics and structure of the celestial bureaucracy are staggeringly complex, so I won't waste time trying to explain the intricacies. When I became the guardian of the great southern forest, my responsibilities were such that it was deemed I needed his services.
It was an honor to become her guardian. She is not like any other fox spirit.
It's enough about Shining Tusk. I should go deal with the N. Of course. Shall I send you to the portal back to my temple, or would you prefer to walk among these islands a bit longer? I will walk. Breathe deeply. You will find yourself in other places where the air is less pure soon enough. Steal their stuff. There was nothing. Light. The Celestial Order, Volume 1. Cute Fox Spirit. Yeah, you missed the whole dialogue though, Kyoto. The world is a place of order. When order is not enforced, chaos reigns. Chaos is the natural state of the world. The order that currently exists is the result of the power of the great dragon, Out of this streaming chaos, the great dragon created the world, perfect in every way. But nature, the forces of the universe, demand balance. For every bit of order, there must be corresponding chaos. That first world, that perfect world, was pure order. It could not last. The perfect order choked life and did not allow growth, and so chaos was allowed back into the world. Guess I'll have to watch the VOD. Yeah, she gave us all of the lore. They're fox spirits, they're tricksters. They take on the guise of mortals and different beings in order to trick people. Whether for good or ill, it's all perspective from what she explained. Should I have really walked? Just saved. Okay. Hey yo, Fox Lady! Naked Fox Lady, can you help me please? Ow! Quick save. Whew. Raid time a bit. Nice, nice, nice. Sounds good. I guess this is a good experience to walk back. It's kind of worth. It's pretty easy to not get to max level from what I remember.
Legendary strike.
I read this right? Yes. Alright. You've chosen well, human. Wah, wah, wah.
Legendary strike.
Wah, wah, wah. Nice. Excuse me, ladies. Nice. Nice. We saved heaven. Well, not yet, I guess. Not yet, I guess. Give me that focus. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Cannibals, destroy the mother. So we need to go back to the inn. Gotta go to the Imperial City, but we gotta do all this to do that. We might be able to impress Mistress Vo back at Tian's Landing. We should probably do that after we handle the inn, I think we'll be able to. Yeah, we should be able to. So their Discord. I wish we could just delete this quest since we can't do it. Find a new flyer. Okay. Alright, so we just gotta go to the inn. To the inn. Probably gonna take a quick break once we get there. This chair is getting less and less comfortable as we go. Oh boy. Quick save.
These two people are using it now.
Quick load. There we go. Alright. We'll pause here for a moment. And we'll be right back with some more Jade Empire, so don't go too far.